Shri Guru Charitra, Chapter 48, Farmer's Rich Harvest. This chapter describes how Guru Nath helped his farmer devotee to get a rich harvest of crop, while all the crops of that area during that season were devastated by the cyclone. Siddha Muni narrated to Namdharak another wonderful miracle of Guru Nath. Every day, Guru Nath used to go to the Sangam for bathing and performing his Anushtan. Each time he went to and came back from the Sangam, a farmer whose field was on the wayside used to come forward and offer prostrations at his feet. The farmer was cultivating this field as a tenant, the owner being one of the landlords in the village. Twice every day the farmer used to have darshan and pada namaskar of Guru Nath. One morning while on his way to the Sangam, Guru Nath asked the farmer why he was so particular about his darshan and that he would not miss it even on a single day. The farmer replied that his darshan was a protection for him and his family. It conferred him with immense benefits. His fields always yielded an excellent crop and had never experienced any crop failure, though his neighbor farmers suffered from frequent crop failures. Because of this, he had not defaulted even a single time in his payment of rent to his landlord. His family had never been suffering from want over the years, ever since he started doing his daily prostrations to him. The farmer added, "And your darshan is ever a feast of joy for my eyes. It is a sustenance for my heart and soul. I can never afford to do without your darshan." He prayed to Guru Nath that he should step into his field and bless it with the casting of his look and the touch of his feet. Guru Nath was pleased with the simple-hearted and guileless faith of the farmer and blessed him walking to the field, stepping in it. The farmer's joy knew no bounds at this. Guru Nath took a glance at the whole field. The jowar crop planted was coming up well. In a month's time, the crop was to be ready for harvest. Guru Nath said to the farmer, "Will you listen to me and do what I say?" The farmer immediately replied, "Master, I will do anything, whatever you want me to do." Guru Nath said to him, "Cut down the crop up to the stalks today itself," and went away on his way to the Sangam. The farmer rushed to his landlord to fix the latter's share for the year's crop. The landlord said, as the prospect for that year's crop was very good, and as it was much better than in the previous year, he should pay him twice the quantity of grains over that of the previous year. The farmer instantly agreed to it and rushed back to the field. He hired a few laborers and started cutting down the crop. His wife and neighbors rushed there trying to stop him. Has he gone mad to cut away the crop when only a few more weeks of waiting would yield a rich harvest? They wondered. They even went and complained to the landlord and asked him to intervene. The farmer sent back word to the landlord that he, the latter, had no business to interfere. He said, "I have enough stock of grain in my house from my last year's harvest. Whatever quantity of grain I agreed to give him from this year's harvest, I will give it away from now itself, from my old stock. Nobody has any right to stop me. Shri Guru Nath told me to cut off the crop today itself, and I must carry out his command even at the cost of my life." To this his wife protested, "What does the ascetic know of farming? Both yourself and your Guru Nath are mad." She started crying. So also the children. Brushing them all aside, he went ahead and chopped off the crop before midday itself. When Guru Nath was returning from the Sangam, he saw what the farmer had done. He said to him, "What have you done? I only told you jokingly, and you went ahead and cut off the crop without any forethought." To this the farmer replied, "Master, I do not care what will happen. Your word is all that matters to me. What I ever need is only your grace." Guru Nath said, "So be it," and then went away to the mutt. Hardly had a week passed after the farmer cut off the crop than his wife was creating hell in the house all the time for what he had done. Then all of a sudden, there was a heavy cyclone. All the crops were submerged under water and were destroyed. The food that had come near the mouth was snatched away by the cruel hands of nature. All the long months of labor of the farmers had become a total waste. But lo, what has happened to the devotees' farmers' land? The roots of the cut crop, now watered well by the cyclonic rains, put forth stalks and soon yielded a very rich harvest. The year's yield was many more times than what he ever got in any of the years ever before. The wife and the children were overjoyed and realized Guru Nath's solicitude for them and the grace he showered upon them. The wife greatly repented for her quarrel with her husband and especially for having tauntingly remarked, "What does the ascetic know of farming?" The farmer and his wife went to Gurunath, paid their obeisance to him, and offered him worship. Gurunath was pleased with them and blessed them, saying that they would always be prosperous and Goddess Mahalakshmi would be residing in their house forever. Further, he also told them that both the husband and wife would attain liberation in this life itself and would be freed from the cycle of birth and death forever. When the farmer went to deliver the agreed share of the grains to the landlord, the latter, now realizing the goodness and the devout nature of the farmer, refused to accept the excess and took only the quantity that he used to normally take every year. The farmer distributed a lot of the harvest grains to other farmers and to the people of the village who had lost the crops that year. Thus ends the 48th chapter of Sri Guru Charitra. Glory to the all-merciful, the omnipresent, and the ever-responsive Gurunath.